Welcome, listeners, to Just Neapolitan, where we ask the age-old question, want to fight about it? Joining me today are Floyd and Jordan, and I am your resident lone wolf on a switch axe, Brian.
Yeah, put your dukes up.
Or put the gun up.
You want to fight about it? Oh, look at you, little bitch, bringing a gun to a fist fight.
Hey.
To a hammer fight.
Hey, no, that's the bonkatorium. He said a switch axe.
Longsword fight. They're all the bonkatorium.
Yeah, except the little pew-pews. Because you
pew,
bitch.
pew.
Hey, them pew-pews also got stunned.
Just because Han shot first doesn't mean you have to.
Well, according to Disney, he didn't anymore, so, you know.
Well, it wasn't even Disney in the re-releases. Fucking Lucas retconned that bullshit.
Yeah, you're right.
Listen, blame Disney for what Disney did. Blame Lucas for the fact that he got too far up his own fucking ass and no one could tell him no anymore. And, it takes a village to make a good movie.
Yeah, but I like
and
blaming
now,
Disney
on to our
for
gaming
things.
podcast. What you fellas been playing this week?
I've been playing Fire Emblem.
No, finally.
Yes, finally. I've been playing Fire Emblem Engage.
Took you a while.
Because I bought Tears of the Kingdom. And I was like, I'm going to play Fire Emblem.
Buy Tears of the Kingdom. Plays a game he hasn't played. He hasn't started like 2-3 months.
No, but he does this all the time.
He does.
He'll buy a game, and if he doesn't start it right away, it'll sit there. And then he buys another game, and he goes, oh, I was supposed to play this other game. So then he never plays the new fucking game.
But you want to know the funny thing is?
He's like, oh, I gotta go play the other
The
one.
funny thing is he said he's going to play Fire Emblem Engage on stream. Are you playing it by yourself?
I am not. I'm just solo dolo in it.
Oh, fucking God.
And I'm kind of glad I am. I love that game so far.
Well, I'm happy for you, and I'm happy you finally played the damn thing.
Yeah.
And you know, I think it's funny you bought Tears of the Kingdom before me. You want to bet money I'll play it before you?
Oh,
I believe
probably,
you would.
yes.
I mean, with the season of games that's about to happen, yeah, you're going to play that before him.
Because I want to play Tears of the Kingdom when the fever dream of it dies down, and I'm like, oh yeah, I can finally stream it, and hopefully people will watch instead of like trying to do it now when it's oversaturated and nobody cares about you because you're a small streamer.
Well, except the problem with that though is then by the time you do it, everyone's gonna be watching speedrunners doing it.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah, but never mind. You know what?
It's a losing fight. Don't do it.
You do you. I ain't your fucking marketing department.
You could be.
You gonna pay me?
No.
Damn.
Well, so that's why you're your own marketing department.
Yeah. And you see how well that's going.
Not good enough.
Look, I'll trade you. You market the podcast. I'll work on marketing your stream.
Ooh, I like that deal. We'll discuss it after this.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Except it's not going to work. I hate social media, so I'm not going to do you any good. Same reason I'm not doing this any good. Anyway, Jordan, what you been fucking playing?
See, I would have been playing the demo of Street Fighter 6. I haven't touched it, but I've been touching Monster Hunter Rise.
Nice.
Because, god damn it, I be forgetting how fun this game is still. And even though I haven't really been playing too much because I've been doing too much photography, when I get the chance to sit down, play the game, I'm like, this feels nice. And then next thing you know, probably like 2 to 3 hours of my life is going because I've been hunting.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. That's how that works.
Yeah, that's every Monster Hunter is kind of like that.
Ooh, speaking of Jordan, I played the Street Fighter 6 demo at ASIN because they had like this whole like big ass like gaming cafeteria set up.
Yeah.
So they had like a bunch of like retro games, newer games, PCs set up for games, and I was like, I'm standing all in here this whole time. But yeah, I was like, I I don't like how Ryu plays. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like it. Yeah. But Luke, I was like, damn. I'm one of those people who like Luke now, and I hate that for
See,
him.
here's the thing.
So-
I didn't like Luke in 6. I mean 5. I'm like, ooh, you.
Yeah,
feel
no,
like
I
shit.
didn't either. But in
So-
6, I like how you play.
I don't care about any of this though, because when the game comes out, when I get the chance, it's either I'm playing as T Hawk's daughter or I'm playing as DJ. And honestly, I still really want to play as DJ.
Don't that shit come out like next week?
Yeah, that's why we're doing this podcast episode now. Because I'm going to be MIA in Street Fighter.
Because next week I'm basically going to be able to just relax in my chair while the two of you talk about Street Fighter for 30 minutes, and then I'll be all like, all right, and games coming out this week are.
Yeah.
Also, I'm mad about the Ryu thing because that's my guy.
I mean, I feel like in this one, I think he's really conquered this Asunito Hado. So he's just pure now, I think.
I've always been a Ken guy, but Ryu feels old in this game. Like he seems slower. He hits hard, but he just seems slower.
Well, he's actually what he's supposed to be. A hard hitting Shoto.
I guess, but I don't like it.
I mean, Ken is always the more flamboyant, like the more.
Yeah.
Well, he literally has a punch that turns on fire.
Ryu's more of the grounded, hey, I hit hard. I'm Mr. Fundamentals.
Does he still have his shoulder throw?
Yeah.
Well, I'll still play him then. So, yeah, I was playing a lot of Monster Hunter this week too for like a day until the continuing saga of my CPU overheat problem happened yet again. So now I don't have a CPU that's working currently.
So sorry.
Me too. So I had to go back to the Xbox, which not bad. I mean, whatever. I got plenty of games on it.
Right.
But that doesn't mean I've been playing games that necessarily wouldn't. So I've been playing a lot of Diablo 3 again. I have my Hail Hydra set up and I'm wrecking shop. Although just today I found out there is a huge jump between Torment 13 and 14.
Oh.
Like, a noticeable one. Like, way more noticeable than jumping from, like, 10 to 11 or 11 to 12, you know. Huge jump, because I went from barely being able to survive getting hit once, which is where I'm at with 13. I'm such a glass cannon. To cannot survive getting hit once.
Dead.
Yeah, my Hydras do between 16 billion to 30 billion damage on a normal hit. The criticals are obviously much higher than that. And Torment 14, they take time to kill normal enemies, which then means it's more likely I get hit. So, doing that, and then randomly, I mean, I'm doing the NHL thing, because that's every week, but we talked about that. I don't count that as me playing a game. That's less about gaming for me than it is, like, this is how I'm going to relax after work, have a few beers, and chill out. But then I was playing Forza Horizon a bit today. Because just randomly, I was like, well, screw it, why not? Oh, I got a few complaints.
Uh-oh.
So there is a seasonal objective where you have to break 10 of these little wolf or fox cutouts that are hidden in this area near a beach. Which would be great if you could hit them. But your car simply clips through them.
Oh, Lord.
The first time I've ever done this is recorded and posted a video onto my Xbox complaining about it. I also sent it to you, Floyd, so next time you sign onto your Xbox, you can see the video if you'd like.
Okay.
My question is, this game's been out for over a year. How is it still fucking up like this? Like, how? And even fucking better. And I wish I had thought to record this one. But I haven't been using my Xbox a lot, so I always forget you can do a quick record. I was in a race, and randomly, there's just an invisible wall that I just crashed into. So thankfully I had rewind on, so I had to keep rewinding. It took me, and I shit you not, 10 minutes to figure out where I could drive to get around this invisible wall. Because I'd like hit it, and then I'd rewind and be like, okay, let's try this way. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Like, I had to swing so far off, like, away from the track, like it was an off-road race, so thankfully there was space to go in.
Right.
So I get past it, and then I look at my rear view. Every single computer behind me pile up crash into this invisible wall. I wish that was the one I remembered to record. Like, I'm so just amazed at how is this game still this broken more than a year later. I'm like, I want the mainline Forza to come out so I have a racing game to play that'll hopefully work.
Yeah.
Because I swear to God, if this one got delayed and it's still fucking broken somehow, I mean, let's be honest, I'm going to do nothing but complain about it on the podcast. But because it's not like I'm paying for the fucking thing. It's on Game Pass.
Right.
Not doing that shit ever again. The nice thing, though, since I did for the new Horizon, because I'm such a huge fan, that I paid for the premium. So it's nice when I do come back after like months of not playing, and it's like, here's 18 super wheel spins. And I'm like, I bet.
Fuck yeah.
And out of those, I've got a new shirt and 2 new horns because I own almost all the cars already. And yeah, so those are the games I've been playing this week. But this is game adjacent, and I just listen. Can I gush about Anthony Mackie for a minute?
Yes.
Awesome. So first off, ever since watching him in Winter Soldier, dude is like my celebrity crush. I love him. Screen presence is awesome. He's an amazing actor, and he is a beautiful man. So I randomly saw...
You know he went to Cranbrook, right?
That's a private school. Yes, that is actually the first thing I saw him in, which is funny. I didn't know who it was until watching later on. And I'm like, hey, that's Falcon. He was excellent in that, too.
Mm-hmm.
6 Mile wasn't that great of a movie, but I will say 2 things. The acting in it was fantastic, and so was all the music.
Yeah.
And I think at the end of the day, that's all you were watching it for anyway. The story was kind of whatever, but I was pleasantly surprised, actually, with Eminem being able to act.
You know his real name is Clarence?
I thought he did a good job. I saw that fucking movie in theaters. Would you believe that shit?
You seen A-Ball?
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah, my friends wanted to go see it. We went to a theater where you could drink at, so I got drunk and watched that movie in theaters.
Yeah, no, I didn't trust it enough.
I didn't either, but that's what we were doing that night, and so I was like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then they were like, oh yeah, we're going to the theater, you can drink it. And I was like, all right, bet. But yeah, so I'm thinking about Anthony Mackie. Like, I seriously can't get him off my mind today. Because I just saw a little ad for Twisted Metal, the series they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, guess who the fucking lead is in that?
Mm-hmm.
Anthony motherfucking Mackie. So now I'm like, I want to watch that now. I was already kind of interested because I'm like, that's a weird game to try and make a series out of. So I was like morbidly interested, like maybe. But now seeing him on the poster front and center, I'm like, oh, well, I've got to fucking see it because if nothing else, I'm going to enjoy his performance. And yeah, Sweet Tooth looks properly creepy.
Yeah,
So
as he should.
As you should.
Yeah, exactly. Like, fuck Pennywise being why I hate clowns. It was always Sweet Tooth. That's my generation. But yeah, that was it. I just, that was just an extra little, just wanted to gush.
You say game adjacent, but that's pretty gamey because it's based off a game, so it counts.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying, game adjacent, because it's not a game. It's a series based on a game, so
Yeah,
I do still consider it. No, I know. I mean, it was good enough in mine, too. That's why I mentioned it. But I think I'd be remiss if I didn't label it as game adjacent.
True.
So, time to go to the bonkatorium, gentlemen.
Bunk.
This is an intervention, JoJo.
No!
You're playing Monster Hunter wrong.
No! I'm playing it right.
You are. No.
I'm playing it right. I'm playing it my way.
No.
The right way.
No.
Yes.
No, I'm
No.
usually a big fan of saying, however you play games that's fun for you, that's the right way to play it. In this case, fuck you. No, it's not.
Fuck you. I'm playing it right.
No, you're not.
I'm going to second Floyd on this one. In general, I'm very much about the you do you. In this one, I love you, but fuck every bow gunner in the world.
Is this a fucking convention now? Just trying to convert me?
It's an intervention convention.
God. No. Look, I get it. Y'all want me to go to the bonkatorium. I was in the bonkatorium world. I just decided for I wanted to play with goddamn bowgun. Cause fuck it. I want to try something new. I'm enjoying the light bowgun, and I really enjoy the heavy bowgun for higher rank monsters. Cause guess what? I'm knocking them motherfuckers down. I'm in their face with a fucking wyvern shot. I'm in their face. Then I go back and I go ahead and reload again, and I go ahead and do it again. And then I also have stun and poison and trank and sleep ammo. I'm just having fun putting a monster through hell. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
Well, all I heard you say to me is you needed to play Baby's First Monster Hunter on easy mode.
I just want to have fun with the game.
Wow, that took a second for a fairly pitiful response. So, listen, on principle, I would be fine with it. But every game they make those fucking things stronger and stronger and nerf all the rest of the fucking weapons.
Okay.
To where it's like, I mean, we're getting to that point in the next Monster Hunter, if you don't use a bowgun, you're never going to finish the game.
In this game's defense, yeah, the bow is the most broken one. It's the regular bow. It's not even the LBG and the HBG. It's the regular bow. That thing is disgusting. I don't like...
I mean, that thing started getting broken in World, honestly.
Yeah. Like I said, honestly, when I was talking to y'all earlier about this, I would rather play with the insect glaive still. But they nerfed the fuck out of the insect glaive.
Listen, as someone who had his switch axe nerfed so hard, I'm using the longsword again. I feel you on that one.
Like first off, to make Monster Hunter Rise so very air mobile, it's useless to really use the glaive. There's no reason to really use it. Honestly, you can have better output using a longsword or a greatsword. Which honestly, that's what I was learning how to play with anyway. After I finished the game, between that and the fucking lance. Well, I was trying to learn lance if I can go ahead and go to gun lance. And just be like,
Gunlance is Candle's favorite.
say.
Yeah, Gunlance is in a bowgun.
But see, I was coming back to the bonkatorium.
And then you went, no. I gotta stand over here now.
Yeah. Yeah. We're right back in the corner. We're like, I'm gonna just shoot you from a distance with some slicing. Don't mind me.
You know, you can just say you don't know how to dodge, and I would respect that.
Oh no, I know how to dodge. Don't you ever say that. Don't you ever play with me, motherfucker.
I don't know, though.
I don't
when
think
we
you
was playing
do.
together, every time the monsters charged you, it seemed to be an oh shit situation.
Because I'm already in Mr. Shot and Reload, and I'm like, oh, great. I'm stuck in animation. Well, I'm getting hit.
Which means you don't know how to dodge.
No, I do know how to dodge. If I'm already in Mr. Reload, I can't
if
just
you're
instantly say,
timing it-
yeah, let me go ahead and dodge.
Yeah, but the point of dodging is the timing to know not to go into an animation so you
I
can
didn't
dodge.
know it was going to go for me in the midst of me reloading in the animation.
And that's why you need to be in the bonkatorium, because you always think it's going to be you.
Yeah.
You ever seen a party of 4 people all dodge simultaneously? It's because they're all in the bonkatorium and they see a move coming.
I will say that Rise is it's 100% the first game that I made the hammer, and I appreciate the hammer so much now. that spin, dunk on him. Oh, it's so clutch. Just spin, 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 dunk. Dang, he down. Somebody go break apart. Hit his tail.
First off,
Yeah, I've never been a hammer.
I love
guy.
the hammer.
Yeah. I like I said, it's only Rise, and I tend to like switch back and forth between Monster Hunter like mains. Like it's either the Charge Blade or the Dualies for me. Like I am big Dual Blades guy or the Charge Blade. But in this one, I was like Hammer. I don't know why. It was just Hammer. Put him.
I mean, you
on a
you picked
t-shirt.
the right game to go hammer.
Well, you also picked the wrong game not to go dual blades because they're OP as fucking Rise.
Yeah. But I don't know. It's something about like how they work in Rise. It just don't click in my brain. And I was like, I don't like it.
So are you saying that I can finally go and start using the Charge Blade?
Yeah.
Wow. That'll be fun to learn. Although I'm loving the shit out of Longsword, which is also fairly fucking OP in this one.
Yeah, longsword is kind of
Like
busty.
rinsing monsters solo in like 4 minutes. It is sick.
I think one of the busted weapons besides the longsword probably was the dual blades, and if not, sword and shield by how good it is in this game.
Well, the thing about Rise is because they lowered the damage values of all the weapons, quick weapons are so much more powerful now because they didn't lose as much of their base damage as the big weapons did, but they stayed just as fast. So their DPS went through the goddamn roof.
And also, the wire bug attacks make some of these weapons really good.
Oh yeah. Like the hammer's wire bug attack, almost guaranteed knockdown. If you can land that, almost guaranteed.
You talking about the one that throws you up in the air, you do a little flip and come right back down? That one's nasty.
Yeah, see the longsword one that I have on it, it gives you one level in your charge up. If you land even one of the 2 hits in it, and you cover distance, you can go from having no charge up to full. I'm like, it almost like takes away a lot of the strategy of using the longsword, where you have to wait so you can get the whole combo off so that you can actually level up the power of the blade. I'm like, I can just do 2 of those. I'm on yellow already. And like 3 if my cat drops a goddamn extra wire bug. 1, 2, 3, done. Okay, I'm at red at the start of a fight. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely Baby's first Monster Hunter. So, speaking of which, what was Baby's first Monster Hunter?
My first Monster Hunter ever played, I think it was Try on the Wii. Monster Hunter Try Ultimate.
No. I played Monster. It was the first one that they imported to the States. That was I think it was Monster Hunter 2 for the PSP. That was my first Monster Hunter.
Yeah, mine was Try. I had never played it, and when I moved to Chicago, Candle had it, and he's just like, "Oh, you should try this. You'll like this game." And yeah, that's how I got into the Switch Axe, because that was the first one with the Switch Axe. And I was looking at him, I'm like, well, what's this weapon? What's this weapon? He's like, oh, I don't know that one. They just put that one in. I was like, okay, that's my weapon. And, yep. Yeah, Try, and then I was hooked, man.
I wasn't hooked yet until I got to World.
Really?
Yeah, because I think back then when I was playing Try, I was still young, so I didn't fully understand Monster Hunter. But once I played World and really got into it with myself and going between the Exoglaive and the hammer, because goddamn, I love doing the flippy dip in fucking World off of a slide. I was like, yeah, I like this series. I like this game.
Yeah, World is. I still love World.
Yeah.
I just want my wire bugs in World. Why can't they just patch that in for me?
Also, why didn't no one tell me that the Generation games are hard? I bought that damn shit for the Switch, and I'm like, oh.
You think they're hard?
They say normally Generation is supposed to be the harder one.
I mean,
oh really? Maybe I'll get it then.
I mean, I guess I didn't. To me, they didn't seem any harder than like a normal Monster Hunter game. Like, Rise is definitely the easiest one. But they artificially make Rise harder just by making the weapons hit softer.
Yeah.
Like, but Rise is probably the easiest one. But for the most part, they all seem like the same like difficulty level, at least to me.
I don't know.
I guess
I can feel a difference between World Generation and Rise, especially between World and Generation, because you know they don't have a Y buck mechanic. You just gotta dodge.
Which brings back the point that you're probably just bad at dodging.
No, I was good at dodging in Generation, but I could just tell that it was more harder.
But yeah, my big thing is I think the hard Monster Hunter games are the ones where you have to remember to hit the monsters with a paintball.
yes,
and track it
yes.
down.
Oh my god, yes.
Jesus.
That's why I was like, with World, I was like, oh shit, they got bugs that do that for you. That's kind of lit.
Yeah, and now in Rise, they're just like, fuck all that. It's on your map.
Yep.
They're just there.
Right. So
I'm like, yeah, you could do that to any of them, please.
They are definitely making Monster Hunter more accessible to like casual people. And while I'm not upset about that, because some of these like quality of life changes, I'm like, yeah, let's go. But then I'm also one of those people that's like, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym, bitch. You wasn't here when it was hard.
You wasn't out here in these trenches.
Yeah, see, I think I want all the quality of life stuff because holy crap, it needed it. So I'm glad they did it because that just shows at least you're paying attention. I could do without like every fucking game you're trying to rebalance the weapons and fucking shit up worse.
Right.
Like, I mean, Capcom. Does Capcom know how to fucking balance any of their games?
I don't know. But I am glad we don't have any more water levels, like water areas where we have to swim and fight underwater. No, I hated that.
That was the coolest boss fight in Try.
I hated it.
Huge
so
underwater. Oh, I loved that one. That was so good. Now, having to fight the Royal Ludroth when in that one level where you would have to jump into like that murky pond and you could barely see the fucker. Fuck that one. But that huge elder dragon that you had to fight like out in the ocean, that was awesome. I loved that. Yeah, apparently I'm the only one. Okay.
Yeah, you are.
Well, fuck me then.
Yeah.
But I do, but like you said, to piggyback on Floyd, I am, though you say you don't like, you know, people just casually coming in Monster Hunter, I'm kind of glad it is happening because, let's be honest, Capcom and Monster Hunter fans are like real diehards, really love this game.
100%.
And to have like some people who have never heard of Monster Hunter or heard inklings but did never try World, for this to be their first game and they really like it, they're going to play. I know they're possibly going to play more whenever they drop another one.
It's like if somebody's first Monster Hunter game was World, and it's like, I want to play like the older ones. I always look at them and go, no, you don't.
No, the fuck you don't.
No, you don't.
Well, yeah, that goes doubly for Rise now, though.
True.
I want to play one of the old ones.
Because I'm like, you're going to lose even more of your quality of life, and it's harder. Like, that's great. How do you feel about losing a hunt because you couldn't kill the monster in the 50-minute time limit?
Oh, my goodness.
Man.
Because,
I've had so many hunts.
If you get through that, you are a true fan.
I had so many hunts with those goddamn paintballs where I hit that thing with a paintball and just lose track of it.
I was just about to say that.
Lose the mission because of it. I didn't even get to fight the motherfucker. Like,
so you in my head, I was about to say, how about when you just try to throw a paintball and realize it doesn't really show on the map? So you're just like, okay, now what fucking area is it in? Are you in 3 or are you in 9? I'm lost.
Yeah, I definitely remember at least 1 or 2 hunts where I spent 40 minutes just going in circles like, where are you? Where are you? And like must have just constantly been missing whatever area it was in. Mm-hmm. By that point, if you hit that 40-minute mark, you're like, okay, well, quit and restart and try this again.
Abandon quest.
Yeah. Like, I don't want those days back.
Yeah, same.
I'm too old for that shit.
You know what?
I want to spend 40 minutes not playing a game, you know? Like,
You know what? We go from
It's like,
we go from babies
spend
first.
40 minutes going playing hide and seek with a fucking giant monster. That's so fun.
Well, and especially too because those were the days when your bug nets would break and
Yeah.
your pickaxe would break.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So usually, if you're going on a hunt, you're not bringing a ton of those with
Man, you
you.
bringing
Yes.
up old.
So
Yes,
you're
that was another thing I
full-on
was shocked
wasting
about.
40 minutes.
That was another thing I was shocked about in the world. I was like, oh,
No breakable pickaxes.
I could just hit this shit?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I don't need to carry an item for this. I don't need to keep building these pointless items. My favorite was like, especially the early pickaxes. You were basically using pickaxes to get the stuff to make more pickaxes.
Yes.
Yeah, that was. It was like, hey, how do we pad the length of this game? What if we make every system bullshit? Genius, do it. Ship the game.
Now,
Hilarious.
One of my big problems with Rise, though, so one of my favorite things about Monster Hunter, and it's one of the most annoying things, but let's be honest, it's what brings you back, is having to hunt the same monster 8 or 9 times because you're like, I just need this one last piece from this fucker. And I don't get that in Rise because I rarely need to upgrade anything.
oh, I got it a lot my first playthrough because I was only looking for specific things from a said monster. I'm like, okay, I need you to drop this. I'm only attacking this one spot in your body, for I can just get the chance of you to drop it. And if you don't, I'm gonna be real upset. I'm gonna be happy to tell the fact that I have a lot of materials from you, but I just need like 2 to 3 parts from you, and that's it. And I'm done fighting you.
So I will say that how you feel about Rise, Brian, is how I feel about World. I used the same armor set through most of that game, and I was like, fuck it. I just changed my weapons. I was like, you gonna die before you hit me anyway, bitch. Like, and that's how I feel. Like, that's how I feel in Rise too. But I just think, like, for the most part, both of those games are easier than like the older generations of Monster Hunters, and I was like, I'm just taking it for granted, which has killed me numerous times in both games.
For sure.
Just because.
You know what? I'm just going to say, I'm glad you brought it up because I'm sitting here going, yeah, I know you never changed your fucking armor. You want to know how many hunts you fucking failed for me?
Damn.
Because I'm just like sitting there, I'm like, how did that kill you? I'm like, would you please upgrade your fucking armor? It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Not when you're playing in a group, it ain't.
No, it's not.
When I'm playing in a group and I'm the only one that didn't faint 3 times in a row, I'm like, this is why I play solo, motherfuckers.
Yeah, but I like the challenge.
Challenge my
Go
ass.
challenge on your own time. Build some fucking armor for your friend's sake.
Okay, we talk about baby's first monster hunter. How about your favorite monster?
Favorite monster?
Yeah, favorite monster to hunt, or favorite monster you like. Favorite design overall.
Okay, well, those are all different.
Shit, yeah.
Favorite monster to hunt? I mean, I probably just got to give it to the Rathian.
Really? The queen.
Either the Rathian or the Rathalos. Like, they're just classic. I love fighting them. Besides the little chicken walks, they have great movesets. You know what? It's the blue Rathalos. I think that's my favorite. He's a bastard. It doesn't matter, like, he's a challenge no matter what. That fire damage hits hard. He hits hard. That poison will get you. Like, it's a fight where you got to stay on your toes. It's a lot of dipping, ducking, waiting for openings. I think that one, like, I think it encapsulates almost everything I think about when I think of Monster Hunter is the blue Rathalos.
Fuck.
I always hate the skills on his armor set, though, unfortunately. But
I'm forgetting man's name. Shit. It's the
describe him. We've got the list
Yes, we
open.
do.
You're right. It's literally the electric monkey.
Rajan?
Rajang?
Yes.
Oh,
We
yeah.
didn't need a list for that one.
Yeah. No, I will say he's probably one of the hardest challenges I have. But I love fighting that thing.
To me, he's
I was
the
like,
funniest to fight.
Yeah, that's why I
Oh,
like
yeah,
it.
definitely the funniest.
I was like, bro, chill out. Let me just bonk you one time. Just no, don't punch me.
The horror stories of hearing people fight the Raging Rajang. No tail.
That him? Nah, I'm not fucking with that one.
Oh, you want regular Rajang, but you don't want the.
Yeah,
it's gotta be yeah.
Mm. If I want to go try hard mode, I'll pick something else.
Those fights always get the same way for me because it's so hard to get combos in on them. And I'm fighting, and you feel like you haven't done anything, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, you're weak? When the fuck did this happen? It's like the whole fight you just feel like you're not doing shit to him. And then suddenly he's like limping off, and you're like, okay, trap time. I ain't fucking with you anymore. That is one of those few monsters. I think I've maybe killed one. I always trap his ass. I'm like, oh, good. Oh, thank God we're done with this.
Yeah. No, I definitely prefer to trap him. I'm not trying to fight him.
For sure. For sure.
I'm like, I don't need you in your extra psycho mode that they go into when they're near death.
I feel like my funniest thing to see with people is when they fight Rajang and they forget that he also has like this fucking drop of like spitting out electric, like a Kamehameha from his mouth. Yeah. And so they will fucking roll into it. You just sit here like, you fucking dumbass. Do you not know what he's about to do?
I ain't gonna start. Like, let's be honest. We've all rolled into that fucking laser beam.
Like, oh, yeah.
And every
especially in Rise, they added the moveset. He'll move it now.
Yeah.
It used to be just a straight beam. Now he can beam up
follow
or
you.
beam to the sides. It does less damage now, though. So I'll give him that. Like, harder to dodge, not an insta-kill.
Okay. So hear me out. My two was always because of how they look. I always loved Zynoger. And I always loved Nargacuga.
Oh, yeah. Nargacuga, I like, especially in the later games, how he moves.
Yes.
They did a good job with how it moves. And the Nargacuga set is some of my favorite stuff because it gives me my evade window and distance. And I'm like, if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a monster.
Yeah.
And for some reason, for like Zynoger, his moveset to me just looks so good when he fights. I'm like, I know I like your armor set as well, but how you attack, like, it's electric, but it's also like fireflies a little bit. I'm like, I like that. It's very pleasing to me.
Yeah, I think I can agree with that. Except I remember, I guess you call him Zynoger. I call him Xenogore. Yeah. Potato. But on the 3DS one, I fucking hated that bastard. In World and Rise, I'm cool with him. But on the 3DS one, that fucker would just wreck your shop for no reason.
Maybe I'm getting it confused with a different game. But I remember there being like a spider monkey type monster on the 3DS one.
Yeah, that threw shit at you.
Yeah.
Yes.
I hated that motherfucker so much.
I hated that one when he was like the upgraded form. It was like, you get hit with shit. Okay, I gotta do this thing so I can eat again. Hit with shit. I'm like, you fucking stop throwing your shit at me.
Literally, that motherfucker was the reason I went DPS with the dual blades. I was like, I'm finna beat the shit out of you. Don't let me touch you, because I'm touching you multiple times.
Yeah, right? So best, like, design of monster? Okay, I kind of got two, and they're both from World. Nergigante.
Yeah.
I think it's a cool design, and I like that throughout the fight, the spikes get longer, and you got to break them off, so I like that. And then, honestly, the Tobi Kadachi.
Yeah.
I just think that is a beautiful looking monster. The coloration on it, like its little moves, and I even like the noises it makes, where it almost like makes this like rattlesnake thing at you. And then when it gets all bristly with the lightning and like the blue sparks of lightning, I think that's a beautiful design for a monster.
Honestly, that's That's actually pretty good.
And mention what is that? Honorable mention to the Xeno'jiva.
Yeah.
All just because of the coloration. I'm a big fan of like the blues and like blues when you do with like the lighting. I just think that looks beautiful. So the Xeno'jiva I thought looks gorgeous. The weapon and armor set for that looks gorgeous. I hate fighting it, so I've never gotten it. And it kind of sucks when you're fighting it. You can't really appreciate it as much because of how large it is, and you're mostly just staring at its foot.
Yeah.
But when you actually get a chance to see it, I think it's a beautiful, beautiful monster. The Barioth is beautiful.
So one of my favorites, and it's honestly just because I'm a fucking Godzilla fan, the Devil Joe. Just big.
Oh my god!
Fuck that thing.
Why?
I just told you I'm a big Godzilla fan, and I see that thing, and I was like, "Look at that! That's Godzilla."
Okay.
That thing is Black Air Force energy incarnate. Just you gonna fight, we gonna fight.
You want to know true? To me, Black Force energy, because we gotta take it to the world. It's the Odogaron. That spiky red and black fuck. It's pure Black Force energy, but it also looks so fucking menacing. It reminds me of if you see like a Power Ranger like big enemy like stomping around, I think of the Odogaron. That thing is just it looks rough, it looks nasty, edgy, and I'm like, I like that look.
I feel that.
So I was completely wrong about what the best looking monster is because I had to go through the list a little bit. And
what is it?
I'm putting it in Discord. It's the Namil.
What the hell is that?
It's an Iceborne add-on. It's a lightning and water dragon. And so, like those lights on deep sea creatures that move.
So
yeah, the underwings. It is gorgeous. Also, it's a lot of fun to fight. But yeah, it's got like that very like deep sea underwater look to it. It looks even better in motion, and especially when you can see the lights on it, because they go from like a blue to orange as they go down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I remember
that one. Okay, the 100% final answer. That's my favorite.
I forgot about the Xeno'jiva.
Yeah, but I remember fighting the Namil like for the first time, like when I like played Monster Hunter World Iceborne on PC, and I was like, God, when I was playing it on PC, I was like, damn, this looks so much better. And then when I get to Iceborne and I start looking at all the like big, really elder dragons, and I was like, damn, these fuckers look nice. Like,
yeah, that HD texture pack, man, that made some difference on PC.
Okay, I feel like it's finally time we can talk about this bastard of a monster that is a Kirin.
Okay, seriously, Jodo, fuck the fucking Kirin.
Okay, boom, there we go.
I mean, I know we got to talk about it, but do we have to? Do we have to bring up the worst part of any Monster Hunter game?
Let's talk about the only elder dragon that won.
It's an elder horse.
Yeah, it's not even a fucking dragon.
It's an elder unicorn. Okay, you know what? Actually, let's call it what it is. A son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like,
it is an elder piece of shit.
It's like how you get that thing an elder dragon title and it's not even a dragon. Like, what the fuck? Which should have let us know immediately that it was going to be a piece of shit. I remember
fighting that thing in World because they always put it in the Coral Highlands and we go all the way to the top.
It was always in the Coral Highlands.
Oh my goodness! I remember
then it would zap you down and drop. Oh my God.
I remember talking to Brian before they put the Kirin in Monster Hunter World, and I was like, "I'm so glad that motherfucker not in this game." And then boom, it's in the game, and I was like, "Fuck."
Yeah, you were. It was like you were like a month off too.
I was.
Like I think it came in. I want to say like the second update they did, and Because I know the first one was mostly like performance issue stuff like that. The first one where they really added extra content, and it's like we heard about it, like, oh, they're gonna add new monsters to hunt. Yeah, it's gonna be fucking awesome. Reading the list, I'm fucking Kyron. They added the fucking Kyron.
Yeah.
And then of course the problem with that fucker too is that you gotta go kill him.
Yep. You have
Even
no
if
choice.
like even if you could skip the mission, which normally you can, it's like no, there's that thing in your brain. If you've been playing Monster Hunter long and you're like, I'm gonna kill that bitch.
Oh, it
Like
has
I hate
to
you
die.
so much, you must die.
Yeah.
The worst part in World, I had to hunt those fuckers so often because my best lightning switch axe needed parts from it,
Mm,
and I needed the horn,
yeah.
and then I needed the horn on high rank,
See, for
and then I
my
needed the horn on master rank.
lightning charge blade, I didn't really have to fuck with him. So I was like, all right, bye.
Like I had other lightning ones, but they didn't do even close to the amount of lightning damage this one would do.
Right. But
And so if I'm fighting something that needed the lightning damage, 9 horns
yeah.
to fully upgrade that to the final level.
So
I'm
like
so sorry.
the
horn.
I am
Kieran was
so
the
sorry.
exact opposite of Rajang, right? Like, so I'll capture Rajang. Kieran, I was like, "Fuck you, bitch! You finna
No, you
die."
getting murdered.
Well, you can't capture it because he's an
Yes.
elder dragon.
Right, but still,
Quote
even if I
unquote
had,
Elder Dragon.
even if I had the option to, murdered.
Oh yeah, no, totally.
I feel
On
like this
principle
is
alone.
I feel like this one monster has been the bane of everybody who plays Monster Hunter's experience. And I'm saying that because I don't even like the B-52, but I like the B-52 better than I like the Kieran.
Fucking basil geese.
And I hate the Basil G's. I hate the B-2 bomber.
See, I don't mind him at
yeah,
all.
no, it's fine. As long as
He's annoying,
It's
but
like-
he.
as long
lot of
as he's
monsters are
the
annoying.
main monster I'm hunting, I don't really have a problem with him. My problem with him
It's
is
when he
when
comes
he
in there.
comes
Fights when
in
you're not
as
supposed to
I'm
be
fighting
there.
somebody else. Like, bro,
The first time I killed that bastard in World, I was hunting a Diablos, and that fucker just swooped in and blew me up, and I'm like, "You're dead now." Like I didn't even have the mission for him. Nothing. Is that first mission he randomly shows up, and I'm like, "No, you're fucking dead," and I just killed him.
Like you have nothing to do over here. I'm tasting somebody else. No, I'm just gonna come through real quick.
Well, that's like the fucking Diablos, or not the Diablos, the
Well,
one you
Diablos does
like,
it too.
Floyd.
the Devil Joe, yes.
Devil Joe, thank you. It's like that asshole shows up. I love every time you go to a fight because like it's the nice thing in World is it'll show you like other monsters active in the area.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime I'm going to fight and I see him there, I'm like, oh, son of a bitch. I'm like, all right, let me get some dragon resistance on because he's
Yeah.
gonna show up. Like other monsters you see there, you're like, whatever, dung bombs, I'm good. This one is like, yes, I have my dung pods, but also he's gonna get a couple hits in.
Yep.
100%. And they will
100%.
be hard hitters.
Yeah. They will indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, so everyone's least favorite fight is the Chiron.
Yeah.
Yep.
And not including the Chiron, who do you hate fighting?
Tigrex.
Tigrex in World, I don't mind him in Rise because with the wire bugs.
Yeah.
Tigrex.
You can get out of his little like crack baby run. You get out of the way really easy.
What's that? Oh my goodness. I am so trash with names. That one.
This is why we opened the wiki.
Yes,
Yep.
you have the wiki. So
Oh, no.
the one monster in that rolls around and collect bones.
From World.
Oh,
Yes, from World.
Uragon.
Yeah.
yeah.
I know. Or maybe the Uragon's the one that does this.
Radabon?
Maybe.
It might be the Radabon.
Yeah. But I
Give
hate
me a second, I'm
I
looking.
hate that
Yeah,
motherfucker.
Radabon.
Yeah,
Radabon.
I hate that motherfucker so much. And mainly because he just stop it, okay? I didn't used to have him in World. So it was hard fighting that bitch with my charge blade or my dual blades. It's oh my god. I would never fight that thing. I made that mistake the first time I encountered it. I just happened to have my dual blades. Never again will I fight that thing with dual blades. Nope. Nope.
I can
nope,
see-
nope.
I can see Floyd just casually walking through the Rotten Vale, just in the midst of his road path, and Floyd's like, "What the fuck is it? Oh!"
Yeah. Everything's just bouncing off of him. And I was like, ooh. And that is why I use my hunting horn when I fight.
Honestly, I didn't explain the reason why I say Tigrex. It's because if it hops into a random fight, I just have to look at it, and be like, "Oh no, you're just aggressive. You're like a fucking toddler."
No, he is. He's like a toddler that ate too much sugar. Yeah. That's exactly how that thing fights.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it irritates the fuck out of me. Like if I don't have to fight it, I'm not gonna fight it. It is what it is.
Yeah. No, I had this one. Changing not the Tigrex, but it was, I forgot what monster I was hunting, and I was beating the shit out of this thing, and it was almost dead, and it was doing this little limp thing back to its nest, and it was almost there, and for some reason it just came across the Devil Joe. And I shit you not, this is probably the first and only time I seen a monster fight break out and the monster died because the Devil Joe killed it. It killed it. That's how hurt it was. And they got in a fight and the Devil Joe just fucking killed it. And I say, okay, I guess.
I've never seen that, but I seen the other day when me and Brian was playing, a fucking Monster Royale just happened right in front of us.
Oh yeah. All three of the monsters just came into the one spot. We were like, the fuck? And they all just started bashing each other. But we had already ridden them recently, so no one was like rideable.
So it's just
I mean, you know how I am when I fight. I'm like, whatever. I'm gonna stay in the middle of this, and I keep getting like popped out, like that cartoon where there's like the just the fists and the dust cloud, and then every once in a while a guy flies out and then has to run back in. That was me. I was the guy getting knocked out and running back in.
Yeah, they was just having a fucking brawl. We just saying like
they were not paying attention to us at all. I was just getting hit because there's three of them there. It was pretty cool, honestly.
It was awesome to watch.
Nice.
So mine is the Kushala Daora. Fuck that wind dragon.
I was going to say, is that an elder dragon?
Yes. It's the one with the wind. And I especially hated it in World because if you could have your full like wind resistance on.
Oh, that's the one with the ice one.
It didn't change anything. The wind would still knock you away, so it was like almost impossible to get close enough to fight the damn thing. And that was about the point in World where I went, you know what? I don't have to fight you for anything. I'm not doing it. You have to fight him once. You never have to touch him again. I hate that fucking thing.
I forgot the Kushala Daora was in Rise too. I forgot about that.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Fun.
Yeah. That's the same thing with Valstrax when Valstrax drops. I was like, oh yeah, you're here too.
I mean, I will really say this, that with Rise of the Kushala, since it's, I have much more movement abilities, I doubt it's going to be as big of a problem.
You say that. A lot of people was having problems with Valstrax.
Yeah, but the Valstrax ain't the Kushala.
That's very true. People wasn't used to the fact that Valstrax was just going in the air. You'd be like, I don't know what time you're coming back down.
Oh yeah, going in the air, I'm not that worried about them going in the air. It's just like when the wind is like, fuck you, go away. Yeah. Oh man, and now I'm looking at monsters they added in Sunbreak.
Mm-hmm.
I am too.
Yeah, I figured we'd all get there.
I'm looking at Malzeno like, ooh, you look like a nice monster.
Yeah. Oh no. Risen Kushala Daora.
Yep. I got down there too.
Oh no. Oh no. I bet its weapons are really good.
Scorn Magnamalo?
Hey, at least they only have the Teostra in this one and not the Lunestra.
Oof.
The Lunestra. Oh no! An Almudrion or Almudron, but a magma one.
A Rising Teostra. That sounds like a mad Teostra.
Oh, this Luna Garen looks like the Tobi Kadachi, but ice.
Damn it! Now I want to play Monster Hunter right now.
Yeah.
I got the bad itch.
Okay, so since we're all getting distracted now,
Like,
I don't know how much of a huge argument with Monster Hunter that was. More just Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
Uh,
This is the
Monster
Monster
Hunter,
episode.
good.
Yeah.
Borderlands 3 bad.
You know what? You're right.
It
Because guess
is.
what we also forgot last week?
Did we?
Yeah.
It's okay. I took care of it again.
Okay.
I told you, no episode will go out without ensuring that it is said that Borderlands 3 sucks.
Nice.
There. Now I've said it.
You can never forget that game is ass.
Yeah. Borderlands 3, it's like 9/11. Never forget.
Oof.
Damn.
I'm not going to keep commenting on that because I'm going to say something bad.
And on that note,
And on that note, games coming out. So I don't normally talk good about remakes, but the System Shock remake is coming out. And I'm very excited about it.
I don't think I've ever played that.
same.
I played it. I was way after its time. I played it on recommendation from Candle. It's like one of his favorite games ever. And I played it, and I kind of enjoyed it, but it was very of its time. And since it wasn't a game that I played during its time, it didn't really sink its hooks in me really well.
Heard.
But you like BioShock, right?
Yes.
Yeah, BioShock was supposed to be like kind of the spiritual successor to System Shock.
Oh.
So, going back to System Shock and having it completely like updated, and, you know, they're calling it a remake, and it definitely is. It's done from the ground up. But yeah, so
Okay.
you know,
Interesting.
it's supposed to be like a hard dystopian,
Right.
like a future. You're going up against a rogue AI, which you know, very fitting for it to be re-released this year.
Right. Good.
You know, so there's that.
Perfect timing, I guess.
So Lord of the Rings Gollum has come out.
Damn. Did he?
Yeah, it did. Read a couple things about that.
Actually, it came out yesterday, right?
Yeah, yesterday at the time of this recording.
Got it.
By the time this comes out, it'll have been out for a while. But it sounds buggy and broken.
I mean, obviously.
Yeah, right, unfortunately. And then we got that big one that we know y'all are waiting for. Street Fighter 6 is out June 2nd.
But for Steam, it comes out June 1st. Let's fucking go!
Oh, okay, buddy. Calm down.
No. I'm not gonna be calm.
Dang. I ain't know you was such in a rush to get beat the fuck up. Alright.
Hey. You get your ass beat, you learn how to play the game.
I mean, you're right.
That's
Get good, baby. I don't know what to tell you.
the real definition. Get good, bitch.
And then another, just a remaster, but something I would love to have on, you know, I don't know, the Xbox or my PC if it's working again. We Love Katamari is the remaster's coming out on the 2nd.
That's fun.
I've never played a Katamari game.
It's fun.
Really?
That's
They're
fun.
they're so fun.
Yeah.
So there is the first one was out already. That's been out for a bit now.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize they were going to redo the second one. I loved the second one so much. The first one was good. I loved the second one. I played the fuck out of it. So I'm actually excited for this one to have this one. Really, really good. So I'm excited to have that. I will definitely. I'm not a big fan of like the remakes and stuff, but obviously every once in a while, if they're done well, I do enjoy it. This one, I'm going to special shout out this one because this is an indie game, but this is also being made by a YouTube channel I'm a huge fan of, and it actually sounds really interesting. So these are the people that made Dream Daddy. Right, but they have a new game coming out called Homebody. And it is a horror adventure puzzle game that's got a time looping mechanic in it. So like you fail and then time loops back, but apparently like you lose, like you have less time between when the loops happen. But yeah, so the main designer of it or whatever, his name is Jory. I don't know his last name, but I was hearing him talk about it a little bit, and yeah, it sort of has to do with like it's like based on like his own like social anxiety and like his depression kind of thing.
Right.
Damn.
So that's like the theme in the game, and I'm like, that sounds really interesting. And coming from someone who suffers stuff like that, being made by someone who suffers from stuff like that, that alone makes me go, I want to give it a shot because, I think mental health themes in games, I think, are a good thing. And then this one goes a little past, so this one will be a day past when our next episode will come out. But I might as well mention it because everyone's thinking about it. Diablo 4 comes out on June 6th.
Diablo 4.
And I am not going to bother wasting my time on it.
Hit me up when it's on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hit me up when it's fixed.
Hit me up when it's
Because we all know it's not launching fucking ready.
Maybe.
Why would it ever?
Probably
I don't care how long they take on the game. Listen, if I will take a shot of Malore on the podcast if this game launches and there are no server problems.
Bet?
Bet.
All right.
Yeah.
And I hate Malore and I hate taking shots. I'm gonna have
Oh,
to have
yeah.
I'm going to have a bucket in the room, and you are also going to unfortunately hear me throw up. So, for everyone's sake, you better hope I'm right. But yeah, no, I mean, I don't give a shit there's going to be server problems. There is.
Maybe they learn.
Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do the day that game comes out? I'm gonna play Diablo 3. And I'll be surprised if even the servers for Diablo 3 are working that day.
It might not.
Yeah. Anybody else got any games that are coming out they're thinking of? I think I mentioned the one that everyone's thinking of.
Yeah, no. I'm here for Street Fighter. That's about it.
I'm here for Street Fighter right now. And also Final Fantasy 14, because every time I look at that goddamn wish list, it's just looking at me and I look back at it like,
come on.
No.
Don't do it.
You too,
I
Brian.
don't want to lose. I don't want to lose 2 years of my lifespan playing the
Floyd,
goddamn
I can't
game.
even do it right now.
Yeah, okay. You're right.
That shit is not going to run on my laptop. Listen, do you know how thankful I am that my laptop still works? Because, like, this is just done. Like, there's just no pod if I have nothing to record on.
True.
I'd be in your room right now sharing your microphone.
Hey, wait. I got a laptop. We all it'd be fine. We can make that work.
Trying to fucking record on a tablet.
Right.
Sure, I would. I'd do something to make it work. That's all anybody has.
'Tis all I had.
And remember, kids, we all love you, unless you use a bow gun.
What the fuck?
Or you enjoy
Bye-bye.
Borderlands 3.
Well, yeah, Borderlands 3 sucks, and so does Nickelback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck Tickle Sack.
But I like it when you. Never mind.
Bye.
All right, for real though. Bye-bye.
Bye.